A Skinwalker Story. Uncover the bone-chilling mystery of the skinwalkers in our latest YouTube video. Join us on a terrifying journey into the heart of darkness as we explore their shape-shifting abilities, forbidden rituals, and the chilling tales that have haunted generations. Get ready to confront your deepest fears and witness the sinister forces that lurk in the shadows. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more spine-tingling videos that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Welcome to the Skinwalker legend, a haunting experience you won't soon forget. Jenna gazed out of her bedroom window, captivated by the moonlit landscape. She lived on the outskirts of a small town surrounded by sprawling woods. The dense forest held an air of mystery, and rumors of strange happenings had always intrigued her. One moonlit night, Jenna couldn't resist the call of adventure any longer. She slipped out of her house and ventured into the dark woods, driven by an insatiable curiosity. She had heard whispers of ancient legends that spoke of shape-shifting creatures lurking in the depths of the forest, the dreaded skinwalkers. Her heart raced as she navigated through the shadowy trees, the crunch of leaves beneath her feet the only sound. The air grew heavy, and an unsettling silence enveloped the woods. Jenna's excitement mixed with a twinge of fear, but she pressed on. A soft rustling reached her ears, causing her to freeze in her tracks. She strained her senses, trying to locate the source of the sound. Was it just the wind, or something more sinister? In the distance, a pair of glowing eyes met Jenna's gaze, reflecting the moon's ethereal light. The eyes belonged to a creature, half human and half animal, its form shifting and contorting. It was a skinwalker. Jenna's breath caught in her throat as the creature fixated its gaze on her, a malevolent grin spreading across its inhuman face. She could feel its dark intentions radiating through the forest, and a chill ran down her spine. Terrified yet unable to tear her eyes away, Jenna knew she had stumbled upon a secret that should have remained hidden. The skinwalker stepped forward, its movements eerily graceful, and Jenna realized she had entered a dangerous realm that few had witnessed and lived to tell the tale. Jenna's heart pounded in her chest as she stared into the piercing eyes of the skinwalker. Fear gripped her, but an inexplicable fascination held her rooted to the spot. She had always been drawn to the unknown, but this encounter tested the limits of her courage. As the skinwalker advanced, its presence seemed to grow more palpable. Jenna could sense the malevolence emanating from it, a force that sent shivers down her spine. Its voice echoed in her mind, a chilling whisper that seemed to bypass her ears. "Curiosity leads you astray, mortal," the skinwalker hissed, its voice filled with both ancient wisdom and unbridled malice. "You have trespassed upon our domain, and there are consequences." Jenna's curiosity now mingled with growing unease. She had ventured too far, delving into a realm where she was an outsider, a mere mortal in the presence of something far more sinister. But she couldn't turn back now. She had glimpsed a world hidden from others, and she felt compelled to uncover its secrets. Determination ignited within her, replacing her initial fear with a resolve to confront the unknown. With each passing day, Jenna's obsession with the skinwalkers grew. She delved into books and legends, piecing together fragments of lore that revealed their ancient origins and the dark rituals that bestowed them with their powers. Haunted by visions and whispered warnings, Jenna became convinced that only by understanding the skinwalkers' past could she unlock the secrets to their present and, perhaps, find a way to protect herself and those she cared about. However, the deeper Jenna delved, the more danger she realized she was in. Shadows seemed to follow her every move, and she caught glimpses of fleeting figures lurking in the periphery of her vision. The skinwalkers were watching, their interest in her newfound knowledge growing by the day. As Jenna's pursuit intensified, she found herself trapped in a web of ancient forces she couldn't comprehend. The line between her own curiosity and obsession blurred, and she questioned whether the knowledge she sought was worth the price she might have to pay. Little did Jenna know that her relentless search for the truth would lead her down a treacherous path, one where the line between the living and the supernatural became irrevocably blurred. She was about to embark on a harrowing journey that would test her limits and reveal the true extent of the Skinwalker's wrath. Jenna's mind buzzed with a mix of fear and fascination as she delved further into the mysteries surrounding the Skinwalkers. Ancient texts and forgotten manuscripts became her constant companions, guiding her through the labyrinthine history of these malevolent beings. Whispers of the Skinwalkers' abilities and rituals filled Jenna's thoughts day and night. She discovered tales of their shape-shifting prowess, their uncanny mimicry of human voices, and the potent dark magic that fueled their existence. The more she learned, the more Jenna felt herself being drawn into their world, a world of shadows, ancient enchantments, and untold horrors. It was a world that threatened to consume her, body and soul. Strange occurrences plagued Jenna's every step. Her dreams became feverish visions, filled with twisted faces and eerie chants. Dark figures seemed to loom at the edge of her vision, disappearing whenever she turned her gaze toward them. A pervasive sense of being watched gnawed at Jenna's sanity, making her question her own grip on reality. Whispers echoed through her apartment, faint voices that spoke in languages long forgotten, chilling her to the core. But Jenna pressed on, unable to resist the allure of the forbidden knowledge she sought. The ghostly apparitions, the unexplained phenomena, they were all part of a twisted puzzle that begged to be solved. Her obsession led her to a hidden chamber in an ancient library, a place shrouded in secrecy and filled with ancient tomes. In the dim light, Jenna discovered a forbidden grimoire, a tome rumored to hold the true incantations and rituals of the Skinwalkers. Her trembling fingers traced the faded pages, absorbing the cryptic symbols and incantations that danced across the parchment. The words whispered to her, tempting her with promises of untold power and forbidden truths. As Jenna delved deeper into the forbidden grimoire, she unknowingly tipped the scales of balance. The Skinwalkers, sensing her intrusion into their realm, grew restless. Their attention shifted from mere observation to active pursuit. The veil between the living world and the realm of the Skinwalkers began to fray, their presence bleeding into Jenna's reality. Shadows lengthened, and whispers grew louder, threatening to drown out her every thought. Haunted by relentless visions and hounded by unseen forces, Jenna realized she had unwittingly become entangled in a battle of wills, an ancient struggle between human curiosity and the wrath of the supernatural. She could feel the Skinwalkers closing in, their desire to silence her growing with every step she took deeper into their dark secrets. Jenna's mind teetered on the precipice of madness, the weight of their ancient power bearing down on her fragile sanity. But Jenna was determined. She would unearth the truth, no matter the cost. The stage was set for a fateful confrontation, a clash of mortal determination against immortal malevolence. Jenna's relentless pursuit of truth had led her to the brink of an ancient and unforgiving darkness. She knew the Skinwalkers were closing in, their presence growing stronger with each passing moment. But she was undeterred, her resolve fortified by a mix of desperation and determination. Armed with the forbidden knowledge she had unearthed, Jenna began to piece together a plan to confront the Skinwalkers on their own terms, to unravel their intricate web of power and deception. Guided by her research, she sought out hidden places of power, ancient sites where the veil between worlds was thinnest. Armed with symbols and rituals gleaned from the grimoire, she prepared herself for the confrontation that would determine her fate. The night of the final ritual arrived, its air heavy with a potent mix of anticipation and dread. Jenna stood at the center of an ancient stone circle, encircled by flickering candles and inscribed symbols. The air crackled with otherworldly energy. As she chanted the incantation, her voice mingled with the whispers of the wind, carrying her words to the unseen realm of the Skinwalkers. Shadows danced around her, their forms shifting and contorting, a silent audience to her audacious act of defiance. A chilling wind swept through the circle, extinguishing the candles one by one. Darkness enveloped Jenna, leaving her at the mercy of the lurking horrors. But she stood her ground, fueled by a mix of fear and determination. Suddenly, the forest erupted with unearthly sounds, the howling of wolves, the eerie cries of unseen creatures. Jenna's heart pounded, and her senses heightened as the skinwalkers manifested around her, their presence twisting the very fabric of reality. They took on monstrous forms, half human, half beast, embodying the ancient terror that had plagued the land for centuries. Their eyes glowed with a malevolent light, fixated on Jenna, the audacious mortal who dared challenge their dominion. In a desperate bid to survive, Jenna unleashed the full power of the rituals she had learned, wielding symbols and incantations like weapons against her supernatural foes. But the skinwalkers were cunning, their abilities far beyond mortal comprehension. One by one, they closed in on Jenna, their claws reaching for her, their snarls filling the night. Jenna fought back, her voice resounding with a mix of fear and determination, hoping that her audacious act of defiance would be enough to tip the scales in her favor. But in the end, the ancient powers of the skinwalkers proved overwhelming. Jenna's voice faltered, and her defenses weakened. In a final chilling moment, the skinwalkers descended upon her, their inhuman screams drowning out her cries. Jenna's anguished screams pierced the night, tearing through the veil of reality and echoing in the depths of the ancient forest. The skinwalkers reveled in her torment, their eyes ablaze with malevolent glee as they drained the very essence of her being. But Jenna's suffering was far from over. As her life force waned, an unholy transformation overcame her. Her skin grew pallid, veins pulsating with otherworldly energy. Eyes that once held warmth and life turned vacant, consumed by sinister darkness. Awakening as a vessel of the skinwalkers, Jenna became a harbinger of terror. She roamed the land, her presence striking fear into the hearts of those unfortunate enough to cross her path. Her wails of agony reverberated through the night, a haunting symphony that signaled impending doom. Jenna's desperate struggle against the skinwalkers was in vain. Their supernatural strength overwhelmed her, rendering her helpless as they tore into her flesh with razor-sharp claws. The air filled with the sickening scent of blood, and she agonized screams pierced the night, merging with the howling winds. As her life force dwindled, a sinister transformation overcame her. Her body contorted and contended with unnatural spasms, bones breaking and reforming in grotesque ways. Pale skin stretched tight across her face, revealing a twisted, unhinged smile that seemed to defy the laws of human anatomy. Jenna's eyes, once filled with warmth and life, turned empty and soulless, reflecting the darkness that had consumed her. Her voice, distorted and unearthly, spoke in a haunting, otherworldly language, a sinister chant that summoned even darker forces. In the depths of her torment, Jenna became a vessel, a conduit for the malevolent spirits that sought to infiltrate the world of the living. The skinwalkers reveled in their triumph, their eyes gleaming with sadistic pleasure as they witnessed the birth of a new horror. As Jenna emerged from the clutches of the skinwalkers, a palpable wave of terror washed over the land. The night became alive with an ominous energy as if the very fabric of reality had torn apart to accommodate her cursed existence. Shadows twisted and writhed, distorted figures danced at the edges of vision, and a chill settled deep within the souls of all who encountered her. Her presence alone was enough to drive people to the brink of madness. The mere sound of her bone-chilling laughter echoed through the town, sending shivers down the spines of those unfortunate enough to hear it. Despair clung to the air, suffocating hope and ushering in perpetual darkness. Jenna's rampage knew no bounds. She stalked the streets at night, preying upon the unsuspecting souls that crossed her path. With supernatural speed and strength, she tore her victims limb from limb, their agonized screams lost in the void of her unholy existence. No exorcism or ritual could quell the terror that Jenna unleashed. The town's once thriving community became a desolate wasteland, abandoned by those who had managed to escape her clutches. The remnants of the town bore the scars of her reign, a macabre tapestry of bloodstains, shattered lives, and lingering malevolence. Legends of Jenna, the unhinged skinwalker, spread like wildfire, whispered by those who dared to speak her name. Fear gripped the hearts of the townsfolk, as they barricaded themselves behind locked doors, terrified of the night that belonged to her. To this day, the cursed town stands as a stark reminder of the depths to which humanity can sink, the price paid for meddling with the supernatural. Jenna, the abomination born from the Skinwalker's malevolence, continues her merciless hunt, her laughter forever etched into the nightmares of all who hear it.